was difficult at first because the transition was abrupt. You know, I didn't know when I stopped playing that was going to be my last time, because I was expected to go back and play with the Aces, you know, according to my exit interview.
Right.
And then when they called me and told me they didn't have a spot for me, I'm like, wait, what?
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl JQ, and you're tuned in to the first episode of season 2 of the Countedmeoutpodcast.
Was that? I didn't know.
That's your cue.
I didn't know where you was going, gang. I thought you was gonna hit it with the sports personality and all that.
Oh yeah, sports personality, sports host. Thank you, Spoon. You know it's been a while.
It's your boy Spoon, man. High school basketball coach, sports junkie, man. Just really trying to figure it out.
So excited.
Super excited.
Super excited. Season 2, we have a special guest, Ty Young, 12-year veteran from Wilmington, North Carolina, TV personality, sneakerhead, Ty Young.
Oh, I was just showing I'm a sneaker.
You go ahead and show it off. Go ahead and show it off.
What's crazy is, though, because, like, you had a crazy run where you was, like, Jordan everything, and then you jumped and went Reebok and was Reebok crazy. What'd you do with all your Jordans?
I sold most of them.
How many do you think you sold? Wait, before you answer that, how many do you think you gave away?
Hundreds.
Did you do like a giveaway or?
On Instagram, I entered a couple times.
You did?
I
You
don't
didn't
even
win?
know her size. I text her like, bro, I sent my credentials in here, bro.
I did giveaways on Instagram, but then I also will bag shoes up and donate them to like the less fortunate as well.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. Well, before we get into the interview, you know we got to do our fire questions. Spoon doesn't like the fire questions because he asks the same question every episode.
You be asking red pill or blue pill
Because
like it's about to be the Matrix.
Look, it makes the show interesting.
Open your phone and go in your
I
notes.
don't have to open my phone right now.
Go
I have the 2 questions at the top of my head.
Okay.
Oh, you got 2 and he got 3?
He got 2, he got 1.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to ask my 2 first.
Hold on.
And then
I
he
only
got
get
his,
1.
Because I ask one.
What's my 1 question?
Flats or drugs?
Flat.
No cap. That's
Hold on,
what I'm about to ask.
we're going to get to mine first.
No,
Okay, so my first question it's a 2-part question. How many tattoos do you have, and do you remember the first tattoo that you got?
I don't know how many tattoos I have. Like, I got arm sleeve, leg sleeve, back tatted. I have a lot of tats.
The first one was the worst one, wasn't it?
No, my first tattoo was me and my siblings' initials on my side.
Oh, what did you guys get?
A-N-T.
A-N-T. Okay.
AJ, Nakia, Tamera, Ant.
Me and my sisters, we got the anchor. I'm not going to show it because it's a little high up on my thigh.
Okay.
We
on
got
that line
an
right
anchor,
there.
like a boat anchor, because we hold each other down.
I like that.
And I cried and I sweated.
Holding each other back. My fault. Is that true? Y'all got that tattoo? Is tattoo on y'all? You got that too?
Y'all got the same spot?
No, AG and Shay got theirs on their side. I got mine on my thigh.
You went thigh pocket. I was the one.
We see. Yeah, we see.
We see what sister you were.
Yeah.
So sad.
Okay, my second question is...
You the baby sister?
Do I look like the baby sister?
No, you don't.
Oh,
It's
thank
just
you.
That's not what she was saying.
Okay,
like,
that's what it is.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually the oldest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
That's
then
why you went thigh tag, because you was the oldest.
And I was the first one. I was crying like a little... My pain tolerance is very, very low.
It's okay. We don't got to get into it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
My second question is, what is the ideal perfect date for you?
Hey,
Date?
now. Hey, y'all, pay attention there, y'all.
I'm a foodie. So is it like me preparing for the date? Like me setting the date up?
You have to set the date up.
Okay, I'm going to do it like, I'm going to pick out an outfit, have the outfit laid out, send the black car, and we meet up at a nice restaurant, have dinner, have drinks, maybe catch a vibe after, just depending
Ideally,
on
what kind
how
of
dinner
food?
goes.
What kind of food is that? Like just how you feeling at the time, or you got a list that you go through? 7-8 restaurants. You might just these my date spots.
No, because I'm not going to the same spot for the dates. You know what I'm saying?
Switch it up. Okay.
Yeah, you got to switch it up.
Okay.
But, maybe American
Okay.
food, steak, seafood.
So how do you find which restaurants you want to go to? Do you use Google, TikTok, Instagram?
I ask friends.
You ask friends? Okay. I use TikTok.
Famous, man. When you famous, you know, you got famous friends, man. Famous friends know all the dope spots for sure.
Don't listen to this phone.
Hey, Ty, my friend, y'all. That's my friend, y'all. My fault.
All right, your turn, Spoon. What you got for her?
Hey, look, man. Jackie, you don't put me on blast, man. I feel like I was supposed to have something else on top. But I don't, man. I'm from Atlanta. I say the same thing every time. Like, drums or flats?
Flats.
All flats.
All flats. But if I'm really hungry, I want a few drums. Need that extra meat. Pause.
We'll send that to Cam and Maysdale, man.
Oh,
We
they
know
gonna
you
eat
just
that
like
up.
with them.
I'm glad I put the pause in there. 'Cause I
Nah,
don't
for
want
sure,
no
for sure.
meat.
As long as you say you're not anti-drum, then I'm cool. But ranch or blue cheese, though, which you
Ranch.
win? Okay. I was gonna say if you went flats, blue cheese, domestic terrorist for sure.
Never blue cheese.
Okay.
It doesn't even make sense.
No.
I'm just making sure. Making sure.
I don't like the way it looks.
I don't like the way it smells or
Look,
tastes. It's
smell,
just it's a
or
bad
taste.
look.
It's terrible. Like,
Blue
It's
cheese
chunky.
is. We ain't gonna go into
sorry
it.
for y'all.
Yeah, we ain't gonna go into it. We ain't gonna go into it.
So Laney High School, you got your jersey hung up beside the GOAT. Has he ever reached out to you, congratulated you, or anything like that?
Absolutely. No.
Okay. Oh, absolutely.
He never even sent me a free pair of kicks. So
How does that feel though? Like to tell people that your jersey is hung up in the high school beside Michael Jordan's jersey.
Well, I don't really tell people that. It's usually like I'm in a space where somebody else brings it up.
Oh, like this, huh?
Yeah, kind of. But I mean, it's dope. You know, growing up, he was one of my favorite players. So to have attended the same high school and have my jersey hanging with the GOAT is, you know, it's dope.
Okay. Now, when it came to you playing AAU basketball, you didn't start playing until what, your sophomore year?
Sophomore year in high school.
What
Yeah.
what made you start playing and why so late?
I really didn't know about it. They tried to start a team in my hometown, and it didn't really go well. So later, one of my cousins, who was one of the coaches and affiliated with the now Carolina Flames out of Raleigh, North Carolina, they were Garner Flames when I played. Reached out to my mom about me playing, and it happened to be when I was, you know, a sophomore in high school.
Okay.
So I was more like a late bloomer. The rest of my teammates have been playing together since they were 10. So
Was you nice right away?
I was nice, yeah.
Soon as you started,
pure
you was
talent.
nice.
It was an issue with them trying to have me play my permanent position, you know, because the team was short.
Right.
And I was a big guard already. And my coach wanted me to play like the 3-4. And I was adamant, like, no, I'm a guard. I'm not a post.
Yeah.
And he compared me to Tracy McGrady. So then I was like,
that shut you up
all
real
right,
quick,
cool.
didn't it?
Yeah, you know, like, I'm like, okay,
That
cool.
T-back
You know,
comparison made
I'll
you
do
shut
it.
on in.
And I was still able to get buckets with how our system was rolling. And I seen the versatility that I was able to have and showcase, which, you know, helped me with the longevity of my career. I mean, I didn't know it at that age.
Was your high school team good?
Yeah, we were good.
Did y'all win state, win region? What y'all accolades?
We
What
would
was
win
going on?
regions. We haven't won state, no.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Were you a team captain any of
Yes.
the years?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot
So
of players looked up to
talk
you.
about what it was like, because you know we've had younger guests on the show, and they go through things in high school where you know things don't go their way, right? Where they not playing, school is messed up, stuff going on at the house. Like, talk about what it was like in your specific case, dealing with all that stuff, but still performing at the highest level at the same time.
You know, basketball is like an outlet. For me, I knew I wanted to play at the next level at a young age. It was always a dream of mine. But I also had a village. I also had my high school coach who was on me. I had my parents, and I had my body conditioning coach who was on me about, you know, I have to have my grades at a certain level. I have to do the right things, you know. So it wasn't just solely on myself. Of course, I had to want it. But at the end of the day, when you want to achieve your dreams, you know you have to be focused. You have to be self-motivated, and you can't wait for someone else to push you and to be on you if you saying you want something yourself. And it was sacrifices that had to be made. There were times where I would love to hang out with my friends, but I couldn't because I had AAU practice or I had to travel, you know.
I
So
like that.
it was times where my mother would be like, if this is something that you want to do, this is what you have to be focused on. And that was what I wanted to do. And I had my mom and my people there to support me and to push me and not let me slack up.
So how did you deal with peer pressure? Because, you know, when you're in high school, you're dealing with your friends saying, you know, ball gonna always be there. Come with us. We're gonna hit up the mall.
Yeah, come kick it for
go
sure.
to a party. Like, how did you handle that peer pressure?
Well, the peer pressure for me was a little bit different because when I started in high school, I was on JV for like one day, and then I got moved up. So the rest of the girls that were still on JV, they started rumors like, oh, Ty said she could beat, well, they wasn't calling me Ty back then.
Yeah.
Tamera said she could beat the team with one arm behind her back, and she's better than us.
Hold on,
you
Ty,
know?
because I honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I honestly feel like you might have said that one day.
I can see
Like
her,
you really
I can
might
see
have
her
one
saying
day
that.
at practice you
Yeah.
was cooking. Like, man, I can whoop y'all with one hand. I think you said that.
But I'm not that type of trash talker. I talk trash after people talk trash to me.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
what I'm
initiate.
saying. One day,
Yeah,
one
but
of them junior,
If
senior
I'm
might have said
already
something
beating
slick to you.
them, they never said nothing to me. They
Oh,
just
okay.
started all of this out of nowhere. You know, like, so it was weird to me because it's like, okay, maybe I can, but I didn't say that. Y'all said that.
Maybe
So-
I can. I mean,
so that's
I didn't say
y'all
that,
felt
you
that
did.
way, not me. You know.
did you feel like it was true though?
No, I never even really thought about it.
Oh, okay.
For me,
okay,
it was just
okay.
like, why am I on JV?
No offense though.
No offense, because like I was good at a young age, you know,
Yeah.
like even as a ninth grade, I was still there was development that had to happen, but I was still one of the best players. So it was just like, why would y'all even put me on JV?
Yeah, y'all know what's going on.
You know what's going on.
They might
but
have was testing you. Maybe they was testing you
maybe,
to
But-
see how good you really were.
maybe. I
You
feel like I've
killed-
always been tested.
You killed high school basketball, right? What made you pick James Madison out of everybody that wanted you?
The consistency from the coaching staff of like really wanting me. I wanted to go to a school where I felt really wanted and could make a difference. And they were after me. They showed the support from day one. You know, it wasn't later like when other teams would start coming after you hear of me through someone else. Like JMU was on me from the jump.
Right.
And when I went on my visit there, it was lovely. Like I just felt comfortable with the team, with the coaching staff, and I just felt like it was the place for me to go. I believed in Coach Brooks, and I just wanted to make a difference.
The only reason I ask is because, you know, people look at Ty Young now, they see the T1 brand, the T-Swaggy brand, they see all this stuff and they think, James Madison, like, why did you choose James Madison out of, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's why I asked, because I know a lot of people have the same exact question because they see what you've become, you feel me, out of everything that you've been through. And it's like, why in the hell did she choose
But
James
people
Madison?
do ask that, and for me, I've never been a follower. I've always like took a different path, and I think that was something too as JMU. You know, growing up from North Carolina, it was like either you going to Carolina or you going to NC State. And in high school, NC State was one of my favorite schools because we always went there for our team camp. So that was something that I was familiar with, but NC State wasn't recruiting me highly. They all came later, you know, Carolina, NC State, they all came later. And for me, it was like, I'm going where I know I wanted, where I know I could make a difference, where
That's
I know I
big,
could
man.
play.
I hope people heard that too, that you felt comfortable in
Yeah.
that situation. It wasn't somewhere that you were forced to go,
Mm-hmm.
or it wasn't the biggest name school, it wasn't the prettiest girl in the lot, but it made sense for you. So
But how did you know that you felt comfortable at James Madison? I know you mentioned that they were consistent from day one. You felt that they wanted you there, but what was it? Was it something they said, something that they did during your visit? Because I think when it's during the recruiting process, coaches are going to say all the same things, right? And sometimes I think athletes get so blindsided and so foggy where they're hearing the same things, but they don't know exactly where they want to be. So what was it that made you choose James Madison, as far as like what did they do or say to make you feel like this is my home for the next 4 years?
It wasn't necessarily what they said. It was just how I felt, you know, because you have the other schools like Old Dominion. She coming in with her 20 championship rings, you know, and it's like showcasing and showboating what they have done already. You know, James Madison didn't have to put on a front for me. It was what it was. Like, we love your game. We feel you can make a difference at our school. Like, we value you. We want you here, you know? And it was something that they didn't have to sell. It was just like, they never had no players from their school that made it to the WNBA. You know, so it wasn't something that they could just throw in my face and be like, oh, yeah, if you come here, you're going to make it to the league. It was just a feeling of realness.
Pitch. Right,
you know?
Exactly.
I like that one, no sales pitch. I like that.
Yeah, and so I just felt the connection with the coach. And when I went on my visit, the team and just their camaraderie and how they were together, I just felt the genuineness. So that's what I committed on my visit at JMU.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you didn't need to go home and think about it for a couple of weeks.
No, I wrote it on the board that I was coming there. And I only visited one school prior, and it was East Carolina. And so I had my other visits set up, but I canceled them after I committed to JMU.
Shout out Conference USA, man. I got to keep, got to shout Conference USA out every time it's brought up, man. I went to Memphis. But anyway, though, man, like like college basketball was an experience. I know it was, especially the way that you were able to dominate. You feel me? Going to James Madison end up being the perfect fit for you because you were able to showcase your game. Draft comes. What is that night like for you when you know you're leaving? Like, school is done. The next chapter's here. Like, walk me through that night where it's draft night. You heard this, you heard that, but you really don't know what's about to happen. Yeah,
it was surreal, like, because my coach felt, I would be drafted high, but you never know because there were players there from UConn, Tennessee, who was waiting and didn't call until the third round, you know? So when my name was called, it was just like, wow, like, it's really happening. Like, I'm really being drafted. And I just got excited, and I remember whispering into my mom's ear, like, "Mama, we made it." It was truly exciting. My siblings was there, my coach, my agent at the time, my parents. So it was like my close knit, my family, who I've been grinding with, who I've been with, pushing me, was all there. So it was like a dream come true for all of us.
Oh yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire.
That's a great, I've never experienced that, but
I was about to say, man, like, I can't, like,
But you played in the league.
No, I did, but I didn't get drafted though. Like, your whole, it's like it's a process. Yeah. Like, everybody goes through their process, and at the end of the process, that's the goal. Like, of course, everybody wants to play in the NBA, play in the WNBA, but you want to hear your name called.
Yeah, right.
Like, you want to be able to. I was such and such pick in the such and such draft, like. That's why I said I know that feeling was so surreal, man.
Yeah,
having your people with you, like your circle was there, like that feeling had to been incredible for you.
Do you remember what your mom said when you whispered to her and told her we made it?
She just started crying, but when my name was called, she was like, "Oh my God!" Like, she was just as shocked as I was, because it's one thing when you hear like, "Oh, you're probably gonna be this pick or this pick," but then when it actually happens, you're like, "Oh my God!" Like, this is real.
Well, I can't say that I would know what that feels like because I didn't
cry? Cry?
Yeah.
Oh, like boo-hoo cry or like just tears rolling down your eyes?
Just tears, just happy tears.
Couple thug tears.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first WNBA game?
No. I remember it was a preseason game though, and I didn't go to graduation because I didn't want to miss my game.
Oh, that's...
Well, damn,
I'm like, they can mail the diploma.
Send it to me. Overnight it. Matter of fact, overnight it.
Last name Young, I'm going to be at the way back
come
anyway.
On,
like, I'm
cool. At the end of the ceremony, man.
As long as I get my diploma, I'm good. Don't worry about it.
So I know that's right.
Yeah. So how many teams did you play for in the WNBA? I know it was
3.
You played for the Sky,
the Dream, Atlanta, and Vegas.
Aces. So are you excited for the Aces?
Yeah. I am.
Did you text any of your? Because I know you had.
I gave them a shout out on Instagram, but I know like their phones was probably blowing up, so I didn't even text. I already know how that go. Yeah. Everybody excited for you. People you don't even talk to.
So talk about what the transition was like from being a basketball player to not being a basketball player. Like talk about that space where your whole life you've been working towards something and you achieve it. And then now it comes to an end. Like talk about that transition into everyday life post basketball.
It was difficult at first because the transition was abrupt. You know, I didn't know when I stopped playing that was going to be my last time, because I was expected to go back and play with the Aces, you know, according to my exit interview.
Right.
And then when they called me and told me they didn't have a spot for me, I'm like, wait, what? Like, to
What
me, you don't have
happened?
a spot.
Right.
You know, like I've been waiting for y'all to send the contract. So I was depressed for a little bit, you know. Me and my mom did a fast together to get through it because, like I said, it was so abrupt. I didn't know what was next. I didn't really have like a plan B. But fortunately for me, I was building my brand as I was still playing. So I did, you know, have something to fall back on. But it wasn't something that was planned.
Right.
And at times there were times where I couldn't even watch the WNBA because I was hurt, and I knew that I should still be out there until when I finally found peace with it. And like even now I play for fun, and I've become accustomed to, you know, just waking up every morning and like doing what I want, which is ultimately a blessing because for so long I had to live this disciplined lifestyle.
Can't eat this, can't go here, can't do this.
Wake
no
up at this
break.
time and practice. And for a while, I still was doing it. I was still getting up, working out. I still had a certain regimen. But now, you know, it's different, and I am at peace, and I am in a space where now people are like, "Oh, do you miss the game?" And I'm like, "No, I don't mind going and watching the game and being a fan and supporting my friends too who still play."
We had a conversation in one of my group chats about players not missing the game as much as they miss the locker room. Like we had a conversation talking about there were times when whatever's going on, and when you get in that locker room, don't nothing else matter because you laugh and you tell your teammates, and now it turns into a joke right away. Grandparents, cousins, school messed up, whatever the situation is, you come in the locker room and
it's all jokes.
You
it's all
feel
fun,
me? Like
yeah.
it's just
it's like your brothers and sisters.
Therapy session.
Yeah.
That's what I. So you know, I know for me specifically, that's what I miss most about playing basketball is like the locker room, the bus rides, the plane rides, the team meals, like just that camaraderie was the thing that I missed most for a long time. But like you said, once you get to a certain point, you know, it's just you become at peace not being, you know, the basketball player. And that's why I told you I wanted to hear your perspective about what it was like moving from this is who I am, this is what I do all the time to like I got sick of people asking me, man, you play basketball?
Yeah.
Like I go to Kroger now.
They still asking
Every time, man, you play basketball? I'd be like, nah, man, like.
Does that make you feel a certain type of way?
Not anymore. Like, you know, I'm gonna get the question. I'm almost 7 foot tall. Like, it got to the point with me where I had to understand I'm probably the tallest person that people have ever seen, like in person, like that they've ever seen with their own two eyes. Like I look at my daughter. My daughter looks at me and it's like, and I look back there like, like I'm big as hell. Like I can't, you know, I don't fit. We don't fit anywhere. Like bigger people, Ty, you 6'2". When you get on an airplane, the airplane's not comfortable. You're 6'2". I'm 6'9". Like. They don't even think about us when they make airplanes and bus rides and train. Like, they don't think about us. We should class action lawsuit somebody.
Oh, here he go.
I think we could.
Let's do it.
Y'all don't think so?
I think so.
I think you got the connections, actually, if we're being honest. We might be able to make that happen.
too.
So you talked about the transition, right? I am curious to know, going from WNBA superstar to now entrepreneur, right? When you came to peace with that you were no longer active, like playing in the league, what was the top priorities for you when it came to you building a personal brand? Was it, you know, finding a team so they can help you with your branding, management, things like that? Did you already have in mind what type of business ventures you had, you know, planned? What did that look like? Because I think when it comes to the transition for athletes, they struggle with figuring out what's next. So I am curious to know from you, what were like your top priorities when you came to that realization that you were no longer playing the league?
I think it's still, you know, an issue for athletes. I think it's more like an identity.
Yes.
But for me, because while I was still playing, I did reality TV. I already had my clothing brand. So
And that's big. I think a lot of WNBA players should be doing that while they're playing.
Absolutely, because you're networking and you're showcasing it while you're still playing, while you're still, relevant in that realm. So for me, with doing reality TV, in which they didn't like, it was about me and my brand. But because when I was doing it, it was also, the relationship that I was in. But building my brand while I was playing helped me because, like I said, I didn't have a plan B, but it was something that I was like forced to do because I didn't have anything else. So it made me solely focus on my clothing brand. What can I put out? How can I make money? What can I create? And that was something that I became focused on, and with the support from my mom, because I still felt like I should still be playing, and I knew that I could.
You gonna shout mama out every time. I tell you that.
Gotta
shout
shout
out Mama
Mama for
Young,
sure.
man. I tell you that. 'Cause
Her last name Brown though. But
shout out Mama Brown. My fault.
Mama Brown, she the
Mama
goat.
Brown. Mama.
She the goat. But just having that support, because I mean, even now, I have things that I'm working on, but I still don't have a set day-to-day schedule. Like I still don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. But I've been fortunate and I've been blessed for opportunities that has come with branding and with partnerships because I was building my brand as I was still playing.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I do follow you on Instagram.
Oh, she about to be wrong, y'all. When you start off
I
like
just
that,
feel-
when you start off
No,
like that, you wrong.
I just feel like when I first started following you, which was a couple of years ago, you wasn't doing a lot of interviews. You were playing more low key, like behind the scenes.
Tell them why you did this one, Ty.
Hold on, can I finish asking
I'm sorry,
my
I thought you
question?
was doing my fault.
I just
Tell
felt
them why
like you
did this one,
were
Ty.
playing behind the scenes, trying to plan and figure things out. But now I'm seeing where you're doing appearances and doing brand collaborations and doing interviews. What has transpired, or am I wrong? What has transpired for you to start like pushing and doing more things and being in the public eye?
Well, I believe now, like, social media has changed. Everyone is doing podcasts now. Everyone wants to interview you now. So it wasn't like me. It was more so people and their brands and what they had and wanting to interview me. I've never been like an extrovert or a person that just love interviews, even now, like Spoon is my friend. So he was like, yeah, I need you to come on my podcast. So I'm like, okay, cool. But it's more so like this is a difference for me because before I was an athlete, I was playing, and now I'm an entrepreneur. So it's like it's a different slate. I have to build my brand more because it's just me. So that is probably the difference that you see where I'm not so much in the back, and I have to be out and network and speak more so.
Because I ain't gonna lie, when Spoon had told me that he can get you on the show, I'm like, Spoon, I don't think she's doing a lot of interviews right now.
Yeah.
What did I
And
say?
when he sent me the messenger said, yo, Ty says a go, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, we get emails all the time, like about interviews, podcasts, like all the time. So
we ain't going to no managers or none of that, bro. I text Ty like, Ty, what you doing Thursday, bro? I need you to pull up on me, gang.
Did it?
You feel me? JQ be on her, but she be acting like I be lying. She think I be lying.
I don't think
But
he
then
be
look,
lying.
she also thinks that like I'm like really famous.
You are
Like
famous.
I'm like
Thank
you famous.
you.
No, like you famous though. Like you.
Yeah, you famous,
You're
famous,
famous,
to the 10th
famous.
power. But you're also famous too.
No, I'm
I
not.
don't know why you think I don't.
I'm like a locally famous guy. Like on my side of town, like I'm a popular guy for sure. But like when you were like, you like worldwide, everybody know Ty. Million followers. Stop playing.
So I do got to ask you a question because I was watching one of your interviews and you were talking about your sneaker collection, right?
I hate when she do this.
Wait, I'm like, why are you laughing?
Because the question I'm about to ask. So your favorite Jordans is the 11s, right? Okay. So let's just say
The Concord.
the Concord.
To be
So let's
specific.
just say you're at a lounge or at a club, right? And somebody steps on your shoe. What is your initial
Oh, that's gonna blow
reaction?
her shit.
It doesn't even have to be the Concord 11s. Like, I don't like people stepping on my shoes. So my initial reaction, I'm gonna probably like make a face and then I'm gonna find something to wipe my shoe.
She doesn't like people.
Make a face. You're not gonna say anything to
Ty
him.
doesn't like people. She don't like people.
Wait, Ty doesn't what?
She don't like people.
Oh,
I don't know if I would say something. I might give them a look, like especially if they don't say nothing like, "Oh, excuse me" or something. But I've been places where people done spilled drinks on my shoes, and I have to go home and take the laces out and clean them. But it's like if you go certain places, it's like it's bound to happen. You know, like if you're hanging out at a lounge or something, it's bound that somebody's going to step on your shoe or somebody's going to spill something because they've been drinking or inebriated. You know,
Right.
So
Can we see the face that you would make?
I'm just like in the moment. I can't even figure out.
Yeah. Come on, that's a reactive moment right there. You gotta. I damn near stepped on.
But I'm
it
working
just
on my
to see.
facial expressions. But they're there.
They tell a lot.
It
Their face
shows.
expressions tell a lot.
For sure, you ain't gotta say nothing.
No, for real.
Not like that.
Just depends.
What's your favorite item from your clothing line?
I'm
Like
a hoodie person.
your favorite, the when you released it, you was like, "This it,
This
like
gonna be
this my
fire.
one." Yeah, this my one.
Oh, this right here, my new fit. What you mean?
Now you can't just say that about everything you make, Ty. That's why you had one favorite. It was
This
like
my new favorite.
your new favorite.
Got the wide leg
Oh, see, I love
sweats.
the wide
Got the
leg.
box cut tee.
Okay.
Perspective.
What size is that?
This is a large, and these are medium pants.
Okay.
But
you
we
ain't
got
no
your
extra
size
large in the
2X.
car, huh? Okay, 2X. See what I'm saying, bro? She come on the show, first thing she say is, "Spoon, you look like you lost
said
so
you
much
7
weight.
feet, bro.
You lost so much
But
weight,
they are
Spoon." Now she talking
37
about 3X. Come on,
37-inch
bro.
inseam, so they're long enough for sure.
I'm 38. These pants 38 right now. Y'all see my sock?
I'm gonna get you an extra large then. You need a large?
No,
They
extra,
long enough.
extra large for
Okay,
sure.
extra large.
Y'all heard that now. Now, if I don't have no
I'ma
suit,
send you an
I need a
invoice.
whole suit, box cut tees
Send
and
you an
everything. I
invoice,
need
too.
everything.
I got you.
Earrings.
No, the earrings don't come with it. I know you was
my
11,
fault.
but no, these don't come with it.
Oh, dang.
You know why you wore number 11?
Teresa Weatherspoon. Not
The
You.
fake spoon. She a weather anyway. That ain't the right spoon.
she the real spoon.
Weather. She's a weather spoon.
You baby spoon.
Not true. Actually, Miss Teresa.
How many brothers you got?
We don't have to discuss that.
Okay.
Case
I'm the
closed.
youngest spoon of my siblings.
Okay. Baby spoon.
Whatever, nigga.
Talk about the inspiration of perspective. What was that all about?
See things differently. You know, people will look at you or view things and feel like they know, but it's all about perspective. Everyone's vision is different. So it's all about how you see it.
Damn, we gonna cut that little piece up, huh, JQ? That's
Oh,
gonna
we
look
gonna cut it.
good
We
on
gonna use
Instagram.
that?
There.
I need that. I need that piece.
Oh, perspective. Y'all need a little extra large, man. With the, you
I got
feel me? I'm trying to see what it's gonna look like. Really?
That's the
Want an
only
extra
color you
large
have?
top?
Yeah, for sure. What you think? I need a
Extra large
2X?
top and bottom?
You think I need a 2X?
No.
You said 2X before. Don't go back because if I need a 2X, let me get a 2X.
You slim.
Okay.
Wait, what about
You
me?
see,
Oh, you didn't say you wanted anything.
I mean, I was waiting until y'all were done.
You want medium?
No, I'm gonna need probably like an extra large.
no damn extra,
Extra
large,
large?
JQ. Bro.
I
You
thought you said
5'1". What are you
extra
talking
small.
about?
I'm wearing medium.
You're not getting extra large, JQ. That's out. You're not getting extra large.
I'm not getting extra large.
You're not getting extra large. What are you talking about?
How y'all gonna tell me what size?
Look, that's an extra large right there. You see the strap just fell out the side? Was that just perfect timing, bro?
Perfect.
That's an extra large right there, what you got on. Strap just slid right off the side of
We
you.
giving her a small.
Yeah,
No,
you
definitely not a small.
You get a medium
No.
for
I
sure.
want
You a
y'all to know
medium.
I just had dinner work and I'm in here doing this podcast with y'all, so I just want to let y'all know that's
You know,
how much
shout
love
out
But
to
we
I'm
the
showing
appreciate
y'all.
you
dedication,
coming
man.
back.
You know,
Yeah.
friendship is important to Tamera,
Yeah.
man, and that's why she came
It
because
is.
we
Loyalty.
friends. I love you, Ty.
Aww.
I love you too, Spoon.
See what I'm saying?
That is
Baby
so-
spoon.
Aw,
All right,
baby
now,
spoon.
okay, see what I'm saying?
All right, my fault.
So what's next for you, Ty?
I'm working on a few projects.
Okay. That's it?
What, girl? You better give us something, a little bit of a direction or something. Give us a little bit of a little insight, a little something. Give us something.
I'm working on a book.
Ooh.
Okay.
A
Okay.
tell-all
What-
book? Or
A tell-all.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not a tell-all type of
You
person.
coming like Jada Pinkett in the book?
No.
You
No.
just telling
Absolutely not.
everything.
I can't see Ty doing that.
Nah.
Hey, man,
You know
what?
that ain't my steez.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I told them folks, take me out the group chat, bro. I'm
Take me
so
out the
sick of
group
hearing
chat,
about
man. Take me out the group chat.
it. Take me out the group chat.
Hey, so how do you feel about Shaq and Allen Iverson being president and what is Allen Iverson, like co-president or something of
How you
Reebok.
gonna bring it up and then don't even know what
Anyway,
the man...
how do you feel about that?
I think it's dope. I mean, Shaq was already like one of the owners.
Yeah.
So, and when you think of Reebok, you think of Allen Iverson. So, I think it only makes sense.
And they just signed Angel Reese.
Ooh, go with that,
Yes.
Ty. If you was back at James Madison right now, give me a roundabout number you think you'd have made with NIL money.
Oh, I would have been in the millions for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. Hands
No
down.
question.
Yeah.
Like, no question.
Oh, man,
I wonder if I could
NIL is
go back.
crazy. Everybody, I said, man, your guys, man. I imagine folks probably got a year left, a year or two,
That
a
is
COVID year.
crazy, the
We
money
at
that
least
they
had a
getting now.
COVID year.
Exactly.
I'm about to text NCAA.
At least just give us a check.
Get my grad year or something.
They getting money. I love it though.
Yeah, I'm with it.
But it's something that makes me wonder because, you know, even with the statement she made, like, why would I go to the W with all the money she's making now?
No cap.
You know, but it's like, but what would be next for you?
The
You know,
WNBA,
like-
it's there. It's not going anywhere. If
Exactly.
I'm Angel Reese, I'm staying in college 4 years and I'm
Yeah.
going to max out. And guess what? All them folks that's hating in the WNBA saying she going to be a regular player and she ain't going to woo-woo-woo. When she get there, guess what? She's still going to be the #1 pick. And she's still going to
Yeah.
have 2 years to figure it out. And she going to be up already. She making more money than the highest paid WNBA players.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of the kids now are making a lot of money from NILs than, you know.
You think that
like,
was a good idea? The whole NIL thing, you think it was a good idea? College athletes getting paid?
I can't say of like if it's a good idea or not, but it's something where it's like for us when we were playing, it was like we were hungry. We were hungry to
Yeah.
get to the next level.
No,
because
that was
we didn't
like
have
figuratively
that, you know?
and literally. Like,
No, for real.
Mo
You
was
know?
hungry. Game
And
nights,
so
niggas hungry.
sometimes I feel kids don't work as hard as we had to work. You know, because they're getting so much now.
Just things
you know?
are being handed to them.
But I'm happy for them. You know, I wish I could have made some money in college.
I'm hating.
My
Folks
parents
ask me
not
how I
I'm
felt
hating,
about
yeah.
it. First time somebody asked me about NIL, I said, I'm hating 10,000%. I hate it. I can't stand it because it wasn't around when I was around.
Yeah.
Like, you know, a lot of these kids don't even, in their respective sports, the next step isn't even being pro no more.
Right.
Because they making their money already.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I looked at it's like they got the top break there. Everybody knows what everybody's making. Bronny's got like $6 million, and the kid at Colorado, Shador, is getting like $5 million, and it's
They're
like,
getting paid.
golly, they got to get Reggie Bush's Heisman back. He ain't do nothing but get a little money.
Did y'all hear about the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams?
Moron.
What happened?
He said he wants part
whatever team he
ownership of
goes
the team.
to, part ownership.
Whoever drafts him, they got to give him part ownership. Hey, listen, kid, you're not that guy.
Part ownership?
That's
Part
literally what he said, part
ownership.
ownership.
Who told him to ask for that?
Hey, man, that NIL money, man, he feeling like you can't tell him nothing.
Yeah. And that's the only thing is just like you said, some of these kids, you can't tell them nothing
I
now.
think he'll get it though. I think he will.
Part ownership?
Unless he goes to somewhere that ain't never won a game,
Yeah,
it's not
true
gonna
that.
matter.
Yeah,
Like, well, who are you? What are you talking about?
I agree.
Like, you're not even that. Like,
Yeah.
it's not. They're not saying like you're
It's
the
like,
next.
okay, we're just going to draft somebody else.
Come
Yeah.
on, bro. Like, they say that about every quarterback, especially the ones that look like us. We don't have the same leash that everybody else got. Like,
Yeah.
you go in the league thinking it's sweet, in 2 years your ass gonna be somewhere. You feel me? Because
Exactly.
you thought it was sweet. Talking about part ownership, boy, you better throw the ball.
well, good
That
luck
shows
to
what
you,
you can do
Caleb.
first.
Come on now. We ain't gonna hold you though, Ty. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, we'll
I'm
appreciate
so
you
glad you
coming.
came to kick it with us, though. I
Yes.
ain't gonna lie.
You know I was coming to kick it.
Oh,
You feel me?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Like, you know, we appreciate you stopping by. You know, on the Count Me Out podcast, we try to make it as close to a family environment as possible. Like, we don't like to make it seem like these are interviews. You know, we got there's adult beverages here. Like, we like to have a good time and vibe out. But we definitely appreciate you stopping by.
I appreciate y'all
10,000%.
having me. Showing love to the kid.
of course, anytime.
T Swaggy.
T Swag.
It's your boy Spoon, man. We checking out, man. This is season 1. Season 2.
Season 2.
Season
See?
2, episode 1. Don't do that. Don't do that, though, because you was just about to start stuttering all that, too.
It's your
saying?
girl JQ and we out.
your girl T Swagger. We out.
Hey, Ty, look, tell them your Instagram and stuff because we're going to put it like down here at the bottom of the
Like
video.
more like right here.
Yeah, oh, like that, yeah, like over there by your shoe.
Yeah.
Follow me on Instagram, TyYoung11. Follow my clothing page, TY1 Gear. That's it. That's all.
We out. Peace out.